Hello there and welcome back. Now we are starting a new topic. We're now on matrices. So we just want to look at these matrices and see how we can manipulate them using different arithmetic operators. Okay, so what is a matrix? A matrix is the singular for the plural matrices. So we're saying here a matrix is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. So that's simply what a matrix is. For example, let me just give you maybe 4 examples of matrices. So what you're seeing here are 4 random examples of matrices that we have. And you also need to know that the numbers that you find in the matrix or in the array, we call them elements. So they are elements of the matrix. Very important point. Okay, and every matrix has got its dimensions. We're talking about what we call the order of a matrix, right? And what is the order of a matrix? Is found, or it is the number of rows of the matrix by the number of columns. Remember that rows go from left to right, and columns are vertical. Right, so the number of rows by the number of columns will give you the order or the dimensions of that matrix. So let's just have a couple of examples right here. So we want to have a column for matrix and the other one for order. Right, so let's start with the first example. Let's have the matrix 1 2. Now this matrix, how many rows that does it have? Remember we said that the dimensions of the order of a matrix is the number of rows by the number of columns. So for this matrix we've got 2 rows, right? So we have 2 rows and 1 column. So that's why we call this one a 2 by 1 matrix. So that is its dimensions or its order, right? So it's the number of rows by the number of columns. Another example is the matrix 3 4 5. This one has got 1 2 3 rows and 1 vertical column. So we call this a 3 by 1 matrix. So it's called a 3 by 1 matrix. Right, so you can see here that it's all about counting the number of rows by the number of columns. Now the 2 matrices that we have right here only have 1 column, so we call them column matrices. Very, very important. Okay, so these are column matrices. Another example is this matrix -1 0 1. You can see here that we only have 1 row, right, and 3 columns, vertical columns, right? So it's a 1 by 3 matrix, right? So since we only have 1 row, we call this one a row matrix, right? So we now know what column matrices are and what a row matrix is like. Let's have another example here. Let's have this matrix 2 3 5 7, the elements. We have in this case 2 rows, 2 columns. So this one is a 2 by 2 matrix, right? Let's also have another one. This one is a 3 by 3 matrix, right? And these 2 matrices have equal number of rows to equal number of rows and columns. So we've got a 2 by 2 matrix and a 3 by 3 matrix. So we call these ones square matrices. So these are examples of square matrices, right? I want to give one more example. I want you to tell me the order of this matrix that we have right here. So we have 1 5 6 7 9 8. What is the order of this matrix? And if you got your answer correct, you have a 3 by 2 matrix. So you must be able to determine or to just observe or to know the order of your matrix, because it's going to help us at some point as we'll be working with matrices.